Wife got me an ugly, it's more like an ugly sweater long sleeve t-shirt and it's got a bass on it. I'm going to bring it tomorrow.
Please
going
do.
to bring it a bass of fish. If you
Yes.
can only imagine.
Yeah, and like I think we were talking about this before. Some of these ugly sweaters aren't like, are they really ugly though?
I know, they're not
Some
bad.
are nice, like the ones they showed with the people on it. Yeah, those were nice. I like those.
I'll tell you, not all ugly.
Right, and then like around this time of year, especially like yesterday morning, you definitely needed the sweater. But today, maybe a light jacket on your way out the door this morning. It'll be cloudy and breezy today. The rain will roll in overnight, and then we are going to be clear and cool as we head into tomorrow evening. But we got to get through all of the rain. But cloudy right now across downtown Macon. Temperatures sitting at, let's see, 51, and by 3 o'clock, 61, and then by 7 o'clock, 55. So not warming up too much today, but also not cooling down as we head into the overnight hours because we have a huge blanket of clouds that's keeping us basically within the same temperature range. But across the board, in the lower 50s pretty much, 50 in Roberta, still 49 in Butler, 50 in Gordon, 54 in Dublin, and 51 in Wrightsville. The winds are starting to pick up. Anywhere you see here on the yellow is basically in the teens, if not more. I know a lot of them say the single digits, but we only have so many sites out there, right? So, make sure your Christmas decorations are nailed down good. If not, bring them in. I don't want to see the inflatable snowman going down I-75 today. So just kind of make sure they are in a stable place because between now and overnight into tomorrow morning, gusts are going to pick up more than they typically are, but nothing necessarily severe. Temperatures across the board, they feel just a little bit cooler in some spots because the wind is picking up, but still relatively warm compared to yesterday morning. Dew point temperatures are dry too, so you'll still need the chapstick, you'll still need the lotion on your way out the door despite it not being as cold. It's not necessarily humid either just yet, but the radar is dry, it's clear. Zooming out, getting a bigger picture, it looks like we have a good bit of cloud cover that's coming in from the south. The satellite, quite frankly, is not picking up on all the rain associated with the system just yet, but it is on the way, as you can see. So big picture, what's going to happen, the system is going to make landfall. It's not really a hurricane or tropical storm, it's a non-tropical low. So it's landfall is probably not the word to use, but that's the best situation, right? It's going to make landfall into Florida near Tampa and then kind of make its way northward along the eastern coast, affecting us, and then it's going to head on northward, impacting parts of the northeast. But taking a closer look at what's going to happen for our viewing area, well, by 2 o'clock, there's a chance of sprinkles. This model just updated. It's a little bit different than what we saw 30 minutes ago. But wind gusts, like they are now, could be in the teens, if not 20 miles per hour. Moving into 6 p.m., a little bit more sprinkle chances. So on your way home, on your way to get some dinner, maybe some sprinkles out there, but the real rain doesn't actually come in until about midnight overnight into Sunday morning. Gusts still about the same in the teens, 20 miles per hour here and there, and then they start to pick up the further east you go. Notice 27 miles per hour here in Vidalia by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'll be tracking all this with you, by the way, and then by 19 miles per hour for Scythe back farther to the west. So I would say, more impactful stuff to the east. By the time we get to 12 p.m., 36 mile per hour wind gust there in Vidalia, and then back off into the 20s the farther west you go with the rain moving out as early by 1 p.m. So that means the Christmas parade here in Macon should be all good to go. Nothing to worry about. It will be windy and gusty, so if they're throwing stuff, account for that velocity change. But nevertheless, it's going to dry out as we head into Monday and Tuesday. Cooler air comes in as well. So next week is going to be pretty chilly, waking up in the 20s and 30s all week and only getting up to the mid to upper 50s and maybe 60 degrees by the time we head into the first day of winter.
Wow, all right.